Anyway, I was just going to ask if it's going to be a weekly occurrence that every single time that we record this podcast, you're going to have to stop in the middle to go get Uber Eats.
Well, I probably do that about twice a day anyway, so it just falls into place.
This is the inconvenience, not the Uber Eats. This podcast.
Right.
To you.
Right. Like, I'm not going to change my Uber Eats schedule for you. My Uber Eats schedule is my schedule. And whatever happens to happen within that time, I don't care. I would be in class and get Uber Eats. I will be at work and get Uber Eats. I don't care. I have a schedule. And it's with Uber Eats, not with you. Next question.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Dua Babylon Media. I'm Babylon.
And I'm Dua Flipa.
And this ain't nobody's gig. I don't know what the fuck is going on right now.
What? What are you trying to say?
What do I usually say at the beginning of the podcast?
And this is episode...
And welcome
to
what?
episode 7...
Okay, wait. I got it. Let's try this one
17.
more time. Okay, let's try this one.
Or Mona Lisa.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Dua Babylon Media. I'm Babylon.
And I'm Dua Flipa.
And today, we are going to do a recap on Rupauls Drag Race Season 17, Episode 6. 7. Shit! Close enough. Close enough. Okay.
You kind of got there. It took 7 tries.
Good lord. Anyway, episode 7 is the coveted Snatch Game. It's that time of the season where we are going to be in everybody's both favorite and least favorite challenge.
It's my favorite every time.
The internet hates this challenge.
Why? Even if it's bad, it's great.
They hate this challenge for a lot of reasons that I think we're going to get into later in this podcast. So let's start when the girls come back into the workroom. Arietti was the winner last week, and Lana Jarre joins Acacia Forgot in the Beat Hormona and a lip sync club. And we had to see our Southern chosen one go.
Either one of them could have gone, and honestly, it could have been a double elimination. I wouldn't have cared.
We talked about it last week, obviously, but the lip sync last week was so forgettable.
Yeah, and I truly am going to miss the Bob in the confessionals. Thank God she left it.
This sit down after they come back from the runway is pretty tame. The girls don't really have anything to fight about. They just get their little kumbayas and congratulations.
Right, because no one really... This is so bad to say, but no one was really like, oh, damn, Hormona went home.
Right.
Everyone's kind of like, another girl gone.
And Corey even kind of praised hallelujah that she was gone.
Yeah.
Corey did not give a crap that she had left the building. A lot of people do seem to be living for Lana after the lip sync. Like, they tell her in the workroom, they're like, oh my god, you were so good. But it's like, it seems to be a 50-50 vibe.
Yeah, and the viewers, no.
Yeah, I don't think the viewers cared.
She could have gone home.
Like, I think Samstar's the realest one in the room to be like, I don't know why everyone's living. It really wasn't anything that I cared about.
Right. It was fine.
The girls come back into the workroom the next day. The first thing I noticed before we introduce any challenges or anything, have you seen how big Susie Toots' forehead is?
You know, no.
She came in and...
6 head?
This is the first time that I think she's walked in without a hat.
6 head?
Yeah.
Doesn't she have curly bangs?
But it's back here. It's like back. Like, I can tell that even if she like pushed her hair back this way, we'd see more forehead.
Do you know Susie's mom is listening to this?
I'm sorry that she had to push that out, but that was a big head. That's a big head. I didn't mean to also add to the bullying of this woman.
Yeah, she's struggling enough on the season with all the girls being like, she shouldn't win, and now you call her Megamind.
Well, like you said earlier, while the girls are in the workroom, they do see that Hormona Lisa left her bob behind.
Yes.
She has given a bob to Drag Race. She's given a bob to
Roscoe's.
So, did she like have multiple wigs?
Yeah. I'm sure she has multiple bobs.
Of the same thing?
Duh.
Rue walks into the workroom and introduces our challenge this week. And the girls are doing Snatch Game. Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
So,
Wait.
That is John Cena.
Yeah, I don't know where that,
Was this
wrong file.
Was this
wrong memory
Was
file.
this a Snatch Game that you were hoping you couldn't see?
What?
Because you said John Cena.
Okay.
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 The premise of Snatch Game is to pick a celebrity and impersonate them in a game of, like, what used to be on GSN.
Right.
Of Match Game, which
Yep.
Match Game is always funny. The biggest and best celebrities, honestly, just mostly comedians who go on stage and just make fools out of the game that they're playing.
Yep.
It's so funny.
Typically the questions are like, Silly Susie is so silly that when she fell down, she dropped her what?
Right, exactly. And then you answer it in the funniest way that you possibly could think of as the character that you're portraying.
Right.
So, let's pretend it's season 27.
Okay.
Dua Lipa is cast.
No way.
Yeah, and she makes it to the coveted Snatch Game episode.
Before you. Probably.
Okay. So, who are you playing? And can you give me, like, an impression?
So, season 27 is hard because Snatch Game has changed so much, so I'm going to change it. I'm going to say, like, season 18.
Okay.
Right? Just so it's, like, right current time. I think what I would do is Helen Keller, and I would just pretend like I could hear and see. So, for example, RuPaul would be like, "Hey, Helen, how are you?" And I'd be like, "I'm doing good, Ru. How are you doing?" It's like, "Helen, can't you not hear?" What?
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Okay. That's a interesting one. Controversial yet brave.
Yeah, controversial yet brave.
Yeah.
But so is a
Like
lot
Gypsy
of.
Rose Blanchard or somebody like that.
Oh, I would love to do Gypsy.
Yeah.
But if she never got out.
It's been done before.
But if she never got out.
I would do the Gypsy that got out of what? Prison?
No, her mom's.
Oh, no. You can't do that. Don't do that. So let's do this. How about Helen? RuPaul is so ditzy. Last week, when he went to take his dog on a walk, he actually took his blank on a walk.
Okay, so now it's like the. Okay, now I'm writing and I'm thinking.
Helen, what say you? Accidentally, RuPaul walked his blank.
Well, Ru, as you know, I am blind and deaf, so I just wrote a bunch of dots. If you can read it, good the fuck luck. I can't.
It's hard.
Yeah,
Snatch Game is hard.
I can't. But I would just write a bunch of dots, and I'd be like, well, Ru, as you know, I'm blind and deaf. So I wrote Braille. I don't know.
Yeah. That's a laugh riot. RuPaul would have loved that. RuPaul would have loved that.
Don't put any of this in.
We kind of get some glimpses into what Snatch Game is going to be like for us. We see the possibility of.
I was so worried I was going to offend. Oh, wait, people who are blind can still listen to podcasts.
She's deaf too.
I know, but deaf people can't listen to podcasts.
So who are?
I'm not worried about offending the deaf community anymore. It's more blind people.
Just the blind people.
Yeah, because I was like, wait, blind people can't listen to podcasts, but yes, they can.
Oh my god. We get some glimpses into what the Snatch Game is going to be like for us. We see some characters being thrown around. Eddie Murphy, Cupid, Bigfoot. RuPaul does come in to guide the girls through Snatch Game. And in the workroom, we get Alyssa Edwards coming back to give the girls advice on Snatch Game for some reason.
And it was so funny when Sam Starr goes, Global All-Stars winner Alyssa Edwards, and you said, thank you, production.
Thank you, production. I don't think that Alyssa had won by the time
she had to have.
That these girls had filmed this.
Yeah, because how would Sam Starr know that?
I don't think that she did know that. I'm saying I think
I
think that maybe at some point she was able to say Global and All-Stars at some point.
No way.
I'm telling you.
No way.
It just sounded like Global All-Stars.
You think they edited it together?
Yes.
I thought they just fed her the line, like being like, oh, say how she's the Global All-Stars winner.
No.
Well, you already doubted production once this season, and you thought it was set up, but it wasn't, because it was always going to be lever number 7.
Whatever.
Oh.
I just don't trust production. Or editing.
That's fair. Do you think that if Hormona Lisa had gone home first, that Lucky Stars would not have gone home next?
No.
Okay.
Alyssa and Rue talk with the girls about their snatches. Is there anybody going into this challenge that sticks out as like worried or tops?
Well, I was really excited for Lana Geray's Rosa Parks. I thought that was going to be interesting. I also thought that Bigfoot was going to be interesting, to see what Jules was going to kind of do with that. And then another one that I was interested to see what they were going to do. I didn't know if they were going to flop or do well, but Eddie Murphy. Because that's someone who I know, like, from movies and stuff, but I don't really know a lot about as, like, a person. So I was interested to see what they were going to do with that. What about you?
Yeah, Eddie Murphy, as soon as we saw the 2-second impression of it before the game even started, I was like, that if that doesn't win, that's definitely top, easily. The characterization was crazy. And then the other one that just sticks out to me in terms... Actually, I was excited for Rosa. And then the one that sticks out to me in terms of, that I was scared was Arietti.
Yeah,
for her baby Cupid.
Especially because in her explanation when RuPaul was like, "Oh, well, why are you doing Cupid?" "Well, I'm just a baby."
Well,
what? Like, what does that even mean?
I'm always nervous for her when a comedy challenge is in talks of the week. Okay, well, I guess let's just jump straight into Snatch Game. And then while we're talking about Snatch Game, we can talk about their runway looks as well. At Snatch Game, our guests this week are none other than Alyssa Edwards again, and a butt plug called Gay Eye.
Why?
I think they could have just picked a crew member.
Right, like, did we not have a budget? Like, what's going on?
Like, this is the thing that Fox News puts on.
Exactly. We're like, oh my gosh, Snatch Game, a comedy challenge, like, so funny.
Here's a butt plug.
Right, as if RuPaul saying butthole every episode wasn't enough. Here's a plug for that hole.
Oh my god. Okay, so Snatch Game.
Jesus.
Let's start with Acacia Forgot. Acacia Forgot played the icon, the legend, the fast-talking diva herself, Trisha Paytas. How do you think she did in Snatch Game?
It was fine. It wasn't overly funny, but it was Trisha. I think Trisha has more, like, isms that she could have done, but overall, it was fine. What did you think?
I, as a connoisseur of Trisha Paytas, I will eat up any content that she can deliver to me. Think that the characterization is just the part that you need to have Trisha Paytas.
Yes.
It can't be jokes or the way that she would talk about things. You have to have the characterization, the fast talking, the like the airheadiness. Like, you need like these things. You can't just like talk through it.
Well, I think the part of, like, playing a quote-unquote ditzy character, even though I don't think Trisha Paytas is ditzy, I think she's a very smart businesswoman, but, like, she plays a ditzy character, I think she puts it on a little bit, is you have to say things with very, with conviction.
It's like Paris Hilton.
You have to say, yeah, I don't know why people invented gravity, like, we really don't need that. And it's like, well, what do you mean? And it's like, well, I don't know why gravity was invented. Like, I just feel like we don't really need it. And it's like, well, who invented gravity? I don't know, like Sir Isaac Newton or whatever. But, like, we don't need that.
Right.
Like, it's just saying things with conviction. Like, the Earth is flat, guys. Like, I thought we all knew that.
Yeah.
Like, you guys didn't know the Earth was flat? Like, that's crazy.
So I thought, like, her material was good. Like, I thought her material was good. The way that she was answering stuff was funny. But when she told the joke, I didn't laugh. And then when I thought about the joke, but the way Trisha Paytas would say it, I laughed. Yeah. So I was like, okay, your material is definitely there. You just need to get the character down. Yeah. Other than that, I thought it was fine.
Yeah, I agree.
And then the runway. Category on the runway this week was Nailed It. Acacia's runway was like this green bugle boy of Company B look that her nails were Swiss Army gear.
Oh, yeah.
She was... This is hard to read when she came out, but the minute I got it, I liked it.
It's just hard on the runway because everything is very small details.
And also, to be fair, I didn't understand what this category was when she came out. When I heard Nailed It, I thought it was going to be like something... I thought of Nicole Byer. I thought of making cakes. The nail show.
Like,
I
is
thought
it
that they were
cake?
supposed to maybe wear something that was like
Food.
trying to be close to like a fashion look. Like if you did like the JLo one and it had a mishap. Like her green
Right,
dress and it
okay,
had some
yeah.
sort of like mishap or something.
Yeah, I get
I
it.
thought it was supposed to be like that. I don't know. I guess I just didn't listen.
But also the idea in the category of nailed it is so broad because your nails are kind of like the accent of your outfit.
Right.
Like
To create an outfit based on your nails is kind of a
It's
crazy
tricky.
thing to do.
Yeah.
So that's why I actually liked this, because when I saw what the nails were and then I saw the outfit, I got it all together.
Yep.
So
This is more conceptualized than Trisha Paytas.
I just feel like Acacia this week was it's right there, but it just takes me a second to get where you're going, and because of that delay, I'm not like fully in with you.
Yeah.
So
I get what you mean.
But she's
She was fine.
better than I thought she was going to be, and she's also been here longer than I thought she was going to be.
Well, after her acting challenge, I was not worried about her in Snatch Game.
That's fair. Because that was basically a celebrity impersonation, as
Yeah.
it was too. Next in Snatch Game was she was hot to play this game this week. She said she was going to win. She said she was going to be in the top. It's your girl.
Miss Susie Suze. Miss Susie Suze.
No, Miss
Susie
Susie. God. Okay.
What are you saying?
Scissors.
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 She played the iconic, what's her name?
You're the musical theater freak, not me.
Well, she played her in the film.
Ellen Green.
Ellen Green.
And played who in what film?
Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors. You know what? You're right. I'm so good at this podcast. You know that one woman who played that one girl in that one film?
Explain what you're saying.
In that one year. In that one time. And she won that one award.
Susie 2, playing Ellen Green.
Who was Audrey in Little Shop of Horrors in the film. And you know, she kind of talks like this. And so she really upped that voice. And for 2 out of the 3 answers, she answers, scissors, scissors, scissors. And Rue was like, what are you saying? And she had to hold up a picture every time. And Rue would be like, oh, okay, yes, you're saying scissors again. And seemed a little bored.
Susie, I think, just was so stuck in this character because she said before going into it that she's won competitions doing this character before. Now, I'm sure that the characters that she's won doing Ellen as were like lip syncs and performances, not like a Snatch Game characterization.
Right, like a stand-up comedy.
Right.
Yeah.
So I just thought she was way too stuck in the character to pull herself out of doing anything different than what she was confident in. Because she said that scissor joke twice, and Rue didn't respond to it the first time.
Right.
So why would you do it a second time? Just because you think it's funny?
I feel like she went in kind of with like an idea of what she was going to do without doing the improv part. Like she was just like, okay, I have these scissors jokes, like I'm going to get all these done, which is the same thing that we see Lana did later of just like planning out what is going to happen. But in improv, you can't have a set idea of how things are going to go because RuPaul can throw you any kind of curveball or question.
Yeah, the crime for this Snatch Game was just that it wasn't funny. It just unfortunately wasn't funny.
There was some funny, like at
Her
first I was
intro
like,
into the character was funny.
yeah, I was like, oh, haha, like this is a funny voice. Like I know who this is. Okay, what else? You know.
And I don't want to win.
Yeah.
No, it was not good. But her runway this week more than made up for it. She came out in the Iron Man casket that has all the nails inside when you close it.
Yeah, I love this look. It's my favorite thing that I've ever seen Susie wear.
It's not enough that she came out as the contraption herself, but then had that bodysuit with all of the nails, like that she is sticking, like all of the nails sticking out as well.
Yeah.
And the headpiece was crazy.
Yep.
And Susie keeps surprising me on the runway. Every time I think I know what her aesthetic or what she likes is, something else different comes out every time.
And I think that's where a lot of her confidence came from in the clown costume and being like, soak it up. Like, you either like it or you don't, because I know I have other outfits that you bitches would buy in a heartbeat, you know?
Well, I did not just like this outfit. I loved this outfit. It was great.
It was a toot for Susie too?
Yeah, for sure.
Was it a shoot for Susie too?
I would say, yeah.
Wow.
I would give this a shoot.
I'd give it a toot.
It was crazy.
Okay.
Next in Snatch Game was Lexi Love playing Gilbert Gottfried, who always talks like, oh God, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, that's what it's like. And so Lexi starts her impression. She looks kind of like him.
Lexi looks like Gilbert Gottfried went through the Yussified machine.
Yeah, just like a lot of good makeup.
Just
like high quality
like,
makeup.
why does Gilbert Gottfried have a cut crease?
And so RuPaul says, so how long have you known you're funny? And she goes, my whole life, Ru. Oh, shit.
Gives up immediately.
Shit.
Gives up.
And so she's still in character, but admitting that she knows that she's fucking up, which is funny because the match game, it was real celebrities, and so they would give an answer and be like, shit, like, I fucked up, that wasn't good. And so every time Ru would ask Lexi a question, she would answer and then go, someone shoot me. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. This was a weird Snatch Game because it was actually in every single way this should have been bad.
Yes, but it was a good impression. She was in character. She was funny. She was self-aware. That's the other thing about comedy.
No, I don't think that that's the thing. No, she was not self-aware.
Yes, she was.
No, she wasn't. She didn't realize
she was like, I'm messing up. Oh, God.
No,
darn.
she's giving up. The thing is that it's so funny because it's so sincere.
I don't know. I think she's smarter than you're giving her credit for.
Are you kidding me? The way that she was surprised on the runway that she was in the top.
I think you're giving her
No, I'm telling you, like
less credit than she deserves.
No way, because she fully thought that she did not do well.
I don't know.
My theory is just like she really did not know what to do, and because of it, she just said, "You know what? I'm just gonna roll around and just try my best." But because she kept doing it and then going back and talking, like Jules says, Lexi and Gilbert are up there fighting each other. That's what makes it funny.
Lexi and Gilbert got having a battle.
It was
my whole life. No.
She's
shit,
messing up
God,
every single question thrown her way. She's messing it up and giving up. And on every account, it should not be funny. It should be annoying. It should be like, oh my God, girl, give me something. But it's so wrong. It's right.
I thought it was freaking hilarious.
It was so funny. And then on the runway, she came out as Cher.
As the best
Cher came out on Cher came out on the runway for Lexi Love this week.
Yeah, Cher came out as Lexi Love.
Right.
As Cher as Lexi Love.
Yes. And
she had, for her nails, she had images of Cher.
Hand-painted
portraits of Cher.
On her nails.
Hand-painted, yeah.
Insane.
She looked... And they were gorgeous. And her hair down to her kneecaps.
This is the best Cher that's ever been on the runway.
Yep.
This is the best one I've seen. The outfit was glittery. It was loose, but it was fitting.
Cher would get second place at a Cher impersonation contest to Lexi Love.
That's happened to Dolly Parton before. The hair was so gorgeous. The outfit was so gorgeous. Her mug was insane. She looked like Cher. It was perfect. I have no notes. Like, this is...
No notes.
Perfection.
Yep.
Wagon Wheel 1-2-C. Next in Snatch Game, Sam Star. She played Kim Gravel, who was she's a pageant coach for a TV show. It's like it follows her.
I don't know.
I've only seen like TikToks of her. You ever seen the video of the girl who goes on stage and they're like, if you had $1, what would you buy? I would go to McDonald's and buy a cheeseburger because I like to eat, or something like that. Whatever she says. And then Kim Gravel was in the back going, oh yeah, okay girl, yeah, I like to eat too.
Yeah. Oh, okay girl, yeah,
That's
I like
her.
to eat too.
She's just a Southern pageant diva.
Yes.
And Sam Star...
Basically what Sam Star knows best.
Sam Star knows best. And Sam Star was really good. I think the bar that I
really didn't like it that much.
Really?
Yeah, I wasn't a huge fan.
Okay, why?
I didn't laugh. Everything felt like pre-planned, pre-prepared. I mean, I guess that's kind of like pageantry. But it was just very stiff to me.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I thought kind of the opposite. I thought she had funny moments, whether they were prepared or not, and that didn't really bother me, because I thought that she had moments where she did the yes and in the improv, where she had moments that I thought she was thinking in the moment, saying like, and I think you were a judge that day to Alyssa, or telling Bigfoot that she needs to like brush her hair out or whatever. Like, I thought that I
just thought it was fine. I didn't think it was like, wow, this was so funny.
I thought
just
it belonged in the top.
I didn't really laugh.
Oh.
I don't know.
I also just want to say that I thought that she created material to bounce off of for other people. Like her saying that thing to Jules, let Jules go back at her and said, "You need hair, period, bitch."
Yeah.
So I thought that even if she wasn't like being funny, she was at least trying to create material for the other girls, for herself, or other people to bounce off of.
Yeah.
I thought she was a good team player.
And here's the thing. I'm not saying it was horrible. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it was low worthy. It was just safe to me.
Yeah. And on the runway for Nailed It, she came out in a 2-piece plastic surgery story. Her nails were all syringes and needles.
Now, you know I'm not a fan of needles, so I did not like this look.
We've just seen surgery on the runway a lot. Like, we've seen kind of these things before.
Yeah.
This was fine. It was safe.
Yeah, I would agree.
There wasn't anything that wowed me about it.
That's how I felt about her Snatch Game. Like, this whole week for Sam Starr to me was just like, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it makes sense. Next on the panel was Lana Jarre as Rosa Parks, and the bus is not running.
The bus crashed.
That
was one where, again, she really had a pre-planned idea of how it was going to go. And when RuPaul said to her, "Now, Rosa, is the bus still running?" She said, "Oh, darn, like, I was going to ask RuPaul if the bus was still running." So then when he asked her, she kind of froze and didn't know what to do. And that's the whole point of why this challenge is so great, because it is improv.
I mean, to fumble on the first question like that, I just couldn't imagine being like, okay, I know the whole thing about my character is this bus, so I'm going to make sure that I ask the question, is the bus still running? What happens if I get asked that? Because I'm probably going to get asked that. Right. What would I say in that moment?
Right.
Why aren't you thinking like that?
Right. You have so many options there to, like, have funny answers.
Ugh.
And she just missed the mark.
Yeah, it was bad. And then for the Nailed It runway.
It's weird.
I actually liked it. She's fucking gorgeous. She looks so pretty. Her makeup was pretty. The dress was pretty. If she was having a good week on Drag Race, this would be like a great look to have on a good week.
Yes, that's a fair point.
Sucks to have this look on a bad week.
On a bad week, yeah.
Next on the panel of Snatch Game was Anya Nerve doing Eddie Murphy. This is how you fucking do Snatch Game.
It was so funny. The impression was so good. And just like, so excited. Oh, like, Rue, what are we doing? Like, let's go. I'm so excited.
Because if this is what I'm talking about, like, with the Trisha Paytas thing, okay? Mm-hmm. The characterization was off, but the material was funny. I don't necessarily think that everything Anya said was funny, but because she had Eddie Murphy down, it was hilarious. Because,
and Eddie
for
Murphy
example,
to 100.
To 100. Because, for example, when Rue asked her if she'd ever stay in a 4-star hotel instead of a 5-star hotel, just looking at the camera and be like, yes.
Right.
Of course. It's only 1 star less.
Why not?
Like,
it's only 1 star less.
Just doing it as that character is what made it funny. Because you could have been Nicole Richie and be like, no.
Or you could have been like, yes.
Yeah.
It's only 1
star less. Like, the delivery has to be there for that to land.
Yes.
So, Anya, this was a perfect Snatch Game character. I can't believe that you've never impersonated Eddie Murphy before, because this was crazy good.
And it's funny because recently we've been seeing a lot of Snatch Games where the male characters are really good. In this Snatch Game,
there's
the male
a whole lot more celebrities to pull from than people are like willing to go for. Like, there are a lot of men that you could do for Snatch Game.
Yeah.
Anya Nerve comes to the runway giving you nail tech next door. She's wearing a graffiti top with denim overalls. I think that this look, it could be pedestrian and campy. I think it's like almost right there. It's a little almost pedestrian.
Yes, but I think it's a little elevated, especially with the ombre train.
Yeah, I really like this look. I think I just could have done without all the nail polish bottles that she glued to her overalls.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, I could have done without that. You see
it can do without that.
That would be the only thing that I would change about this look.
You know what it is? That's very Brooklyn. That's very Brooklyn drag. Strong week for Anya.
Strong week for her.
Who's next on the panel?
It's Arietti as Baby Cupid.
Oh, yeah, this is awful.
Okay.
Every single question, it was just, I don't know, RuPaul, I'm a baby. I don't know. I'm just a baby. I have to change my diaper. What the fuck was that idea? What is that plan? Like, what was her plan?
It was offensively bad.
It was so bad, Banyan. It was so bad.
Because, like, with Cupid, my idea for Cupid would be to almost play it like he's a game show host of some sort.
Yes, like a 1980s game show.
Right, like he's like
Bob Barker.
He's coming from his Newlywed Game. Like, he's the host of Newlywed Game, and he's playing Match Game.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I would play Cupid. Like,
or you could play even like you could super gay it up and be like, well, we're ending heterosexuals, RuPaul. Everyone's just gonna like give it a voice, like Southern voice, and like make it like super gay.
Or shit, just play it like Cupid from Fairly Odd Parents.
You know who I'd be in Snatch Game if I was on this season? I would grab that bob off the shelf and be Hormona Lisa.
Oh my god. Oh.
Well, howdy, RuPaul. I'm so glad that I came to your book signing in Chattanooga, Tennessee.
Yeah, that's all you would be able to do.
I just kept pulling levers until Michelle fell back into water.
Well, that's a choice. Yeah.
I think it would be funny.
You know what? It's better than what Arietti did for Snatch Game this week.
Thank you.
Yeah, there was at least an attempt made on your part.
So, what did you think of the Baby Cupid thing? Do you think she's just trying to take make a character and make him weird and?
No, I think that she saw on TikTok, I'm just a baby, and she incorporated it into her everyday vocabulary, and then decided to pick a baby so that she could say that, thinking it was funny because she laughs at it in her own head from TikTok. This runway, though, that she did was gorgeous. She's giving you silver alien kitty with 4 arms.
Yeah, it was fine.
Fine. What are you talking about? This is a gorgeous runway.
Okay.
Let's be real.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with a 4-arm look is that if you're going to be a cat, they move very stealthily. It just looked very stiff.
Cats also don't have this many arms.
You know what? You got me there.
Literally being an alien.
That was like the Ariel is white. Ariel's a fucking mermaid.
Right.
It doesn't matter.
This is an alien.
You're right. Okay.
So okay. She looks amazing. This is exactly Arietti's runway package is untouchable.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
If Arietti could channel anything that she does on the runway every week into the challenges, she would be the easy front runner. I don't care how good this look is, though. It should not make up for how abysmally, offensively bad she was for Snatch Game.
Do you think that was one of the worst performances you've ever seen?
Easily.
It has to be. Yeah. I agree.
Easily. My girl Butthole was next in Snatch Game, and she played the director David Lynch, who has recently passed away. Rest in peace.
I don't know who David Lynch is.
I'm gonna be real with you. I don't really know either.
Okay. That's fine. That's fine, because there are some times when I enjoy Snatch Game characters when I don't know who they are. You don't necessarily need to know.
When he died, my whole entire feed lit up with people commemorating him.
So what's he done?
He did Twin Peaks.
Who?
Twin Peaks.
I don't know what that is. All right. Well, rest in peace to David Lynch.
Whatever. Anyway, Butthole's performance as David Lynch. I don't really know much about him, so if you can still make me laugh without me knowing the guy, then you did a good job.
Right.
So I thought she was okay. From what I got, David Lynch seems to be a weirdo.
Yeah.
In the world quirky. Of John Waters almost.
Yeah.
So if that's what he's like, I think I got that from the Snatch Game.
Yeah, I thought it was very safe. It never made me like laugh out loud, but
They didn't really show a lot of her.
yeah, she was edited out a lot. I think.
Yeah.
Just because it was very mediocre, it was safe, it was fine.
I absolutely loved what she wore on the runway this week, though. She's doing a green velvet dress with like Guinness World Record long nails.
Her runway package is very, very conceptual.
Very.
Everything is just a concept, and I love that this is a concept, but like it's beautiful.
She reminded
Like,
me
she's-
of Willow Pill this week on the runway.
Yeah. She's finally doing like elegant concept though.
Yeah, this was really pretty to look at. Like, it was super fucking weird, but it was so pretty at the same time.
Yeah,
Like, I was kind of polarized when she walked out.
I agree.
Even though I don't really understand why she has a bunch of arms wrapped around her head, I don't care either.
Right, there's like baby arms with acrylics on them.
I don't know, but I also don't care. It looks amazing.
Sure.
Next on the panel was Jewel Sparkles, who played Bigfoot, Miss Big Feet, if you nasty.
Which I absolutely love this. This could have gone one of two ways. It was either a hit or miss, and this was a hit for me.
This was so fun. This was so much fun.
Yeah, when she said, "Do you get pedicures?" when her nails were red, and she said, "No, Rue, that's actually just blood."
Yeah, playing it like she was talking in like a Staten Island like accent for some reason.
Yeah.
It was just really good. I'm excited that Jules was finally recognized this week for being funny, because I feel like she's been consistently funny
Yeah.
in everything.
And another thing that I think is funny about Jules is that she's got accents out the wazoo.
Out the wazoo. And on the runway, I don't know what the hell this bitch is wearing, because she had a long story about how it was about her spine being bionic and thinking that things were going to hold her down. So she has like hands on the back that are trying to hold her back, but she's breaking through because she's a beast, and that's what they used to call her. And I was like, okay.
She was like, I was after a long night of hooking. The trade had not liked the session. You know, she had to explain it because she didn't like it.
I think she did like this look, and I'm sure that this is what this... I'm sure the way that she described it is exactly what it was supposed to be, but I just was like, girl, I'm not getting it. It just looks good. You look cunt.
Yeah, the story didn't necessarily need to be there to justify the look, but
Sure,
we
girl.
got it,
Kudos.
sure.
Kudos. We'll take it.
It's the same thing as Butthole's concept. Like, girl, we don't really know what that means, but we like the way this looks.
You know what? Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Following Jewel Sparkles on the panel was Crystal Envy, who played Nicole Richie, the other partnering brain cell to Paris Hilton on The Simple Life. It's what she's most known for. This was just a nothing Snatch Game to me.
Yeah.
First of all, her impression of her was the voice for her was fine.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was just not being able to volley. It was just answering everything so matter-of-factly.
This is where she messed up.
There was no yes and.
Yeah, she played the ditzy role with nothing added. It's just ditzy.
She played ditzy as in like stupid though.
Yeah.
Like not like ditzy like
Oh, haha, that's
like
so
you
funny.
think you're yeah.
Right, she just played her as like, I don't really know what's going on.
Yeah.
I don't know who my dad is. I don't know what song she sings. And like when you're asked like, what song is your favorite song that your dad sings? She could be like, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. That's the only song I remember before I started drinking.
Something.
Yeah.
Even if like Quinta gave her a really good advice of answering that question, being like, signed, sealed, delivered. No, that's Stevie Wonder. I get people confused. Sorry.
Yeah,
like something.
Answer something.
Like you got it. Making a wrong choice is better than making no choice, and that's what Crystal Snatch Game was. A lot of was just no choices.
Yeah.
On the runway, she was Shakira's She Wolf, and
oh yeah, I didn't really like this.
I didn't really care for this either. It's so manly on her,
like bodysuit wolf thing, and I didn't like her presentation of it.
Tool
like coming
being
out
the fur.
Yeah, It's not hitting.
It's not hitting. I didn't really like this. I kind of liked it. Her characterization of it was good.
No,
like
I didn't like
her
that.
being like the wolf.
I didn't like it.
Howling and stuff.
I didn't like it. This was just not a great week for Crystal.
No.
So we get to the judging.
There's one more girl.
What the fuck?
Sorry.
Who?
We're forgetting Corey King is Big Ange.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Right. Super forgettable.
And mansions. she was like perfect, like in the realm of safe. She was like on the higher portion of safe.
I would agree.
She wasn't top.
She could have been high for me. Top 3.
No, not well. Okay. Well, let's talk about our runway and see if you still think the same thing. Because of this French look, this mime look is okay to you?
No. It's no. Hold on. To be clear, we haven't gotten there yet. I was just talking about Snatch Game performance.
Okay, just Snatch Game performance.
Yes.
Okay.
Not entire challenge. So for the runway, she comes out as a French mime.
Okay, but like the whole entire thing is nailed it, and her joke on this is that she's wearing a French tip because she's a mime.
I was getting there.
It's just,
but
this isn't
it's bad.
Funny. It's not funny enough because it's not exaggerated enough.
Right, we're not in on the joke with her. You know what I mean?
Like if she had done maybe like a Shangela and came out in like the blow up, the bubble.
Yes.
Okay. Now and like somehow we got to change this mime look a little bit, but like she actually comes out with like the white face paint, like it's like maybe a cunt to your head piece,
right? Yeah,
like one that's like sharp, like a beret, but
yes,
like it also comes
full
to
commitment.
Like
cloud it up.
So whatever, you know what I'm saying. And then like on the run in like long French tip nails, and she's like locked in a bubble and walking around that way.
I like that.
Just something like commit to it if you're gonna do it.
You know what I would do it for this runway challenge? Is I would have no nails. I would like put like makeup under my nails so it looked like dirt, and I'd just wear like a plumber's outfit, and I'd do like male drag and just like be like have like my gross nails,
not the booty scratching nails.
Yes, literally, like have like a plumber's crack and like scratching it.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
I know, but wouldn't that be funny?
Yeah, that actually would be.
Thank
but
you.
That'd be disgusting. Oh my god. Okay, so the tops this week include Lexi Love, Sam Star, Anya Nerve, and Jewel Sparkles. And our bottom 3 this week is Ariete, Crystal Envy, and Lana Jarre. Do you agree?
Yes, I do agree. I like that they had 4 tops, even though like not a lot of people did great. There was a lot of people who did okay. And so they could be recognized as
There was a lot of people who made me laugh, and the 4 people who made me laugh were on stage.
Yes, correct. And I also agree with the bottom 3. They were definitely the bottom 3 of the Snatch Game and Runway combined. The winner of the challenge ends up being Miss Anya Nerve.
Hell yeah.
Joining Susie Toot with the 2 wins column. And we find out that our bottom 2 is Crystal Envy and Lana Jarre.
This is where I think I struggle.
Me too.
Because I think Ariete needs to be down there.
I agree.
I don't know who she needs to be down there with.
I think it's got to be Lana. Lana just didn't even try for me.
I just think that I think more about what the potential of Crystal could have been for this competition rather than actually how she did in this one singular episode.
I agree.
If I were to show just this one singular episode to a group of people, I think like objectively, yeah, Crystal was probably the right person to go home based on everything. But I think Ariete should be in the bottom, period.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, we do have Lana up again for the second week in a row against Crystal Envy. They lip sync to Hands to Myself by Selena Gomez. This was a long lip sync. Did you notice how much of this they showed?
They did show a lot of it, and I thought it ended, and then it went into like the next verse.
Yeah.
I was surprised. I honestly, boring.
Lip syncs haven't really been that great.
Great this season. That's what I was just about to say. Like the lip syncs this season have not been hitting it for me.
They haven't been giving yet.
No.
Crystal was trying to fight up there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, like
can't keep my hands to myself.
She couldn't.
She
started swinging.
That's what I would have done. I would have started like pulling my own hair and like started fighting.
Lana loses a wig, and
yeah, Lana's whole wig piece comes off, and you see her duct tape head. And she really does nothing different than what she did last week against
I don't know what
against Miss Hormona Lisa.
This is a wild lip sync.
Yeah.
Okay. RuPaul lets us know that Lana Del Rey is staying, and we are shockingly letting go of Crystal Envy this week. My jaw hit the floor.
Mine did too.
Because I fully thought Lana was going to go home. I'm not going to lie.
I was not expecting this.
I get it. I understand.
I would have loved to see more of what she did because I'm kind of ready to let go of Lana. I'm sorry.
I love when television gags me.
That's true. You do like surprise eliminations.
I like surprise.
Yeah.
It like surprises. The show should not be so straightforward. It should have peaks and valleys, and this was definitely a peak. This is something I'm going to remember, you know? There's going to be a moment I remember where I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So
next week we have the musical episode where they are doing a musical spin-off of Wicked.
I'm so fucking pumped. Brooklyn just texted me and said that they're putting Wicked on Peacock next month.
No way.
So
just so everyone knows, I am a theater kid. Babylon is not. I went to school for musical theater. Babylon did not. And so in middle school I had my Wicked time as per usual, and now we are going through that Wicked time in our household once again.
I'm about to go to the gym after this and listen to Wicked.
I'm gonna not go to the gym because I'm congested.
Okay, fair.
No, I should go.
Up to you. I'll have to leave soon.
Fine, I'll go.
Alright, sounds good. Well, we will see you guys next week for another episode of RuPaul's Drag Race. And thanks for listening. Bye!
Bye!